Welcome to the upgraded Aqua-Cultured channel, now with even more trawler and yacht content, including boat projects, maintenance, tours, handling, and plenty of adventures out on the water. Starring myself, Captain Butch, my wife and first mate Jennifer, and our little swab, Hunter. If you're enjoying our content, please throw us a like, subscribe, and drop a comment below to let us know. Every little bit helps. Hey everybody, welcome to Aqua-Cultured. Today we are back with Derry J. I'm sure you recognize this vessel here. It is a Hatteras 64. If you missed one of our previous videos when Jennifer and I took it out for a little pleasure cruise and we took it down to Bradenton to Twin Dolphin Marina out to Egmont Key, we had a little tour of the vessel and what we did to prepare it to get it off of the dock. And so today we're back out in Madeira Beach. The owners are dear friends of ours and they are out of town right now. The boat needs some service, which if you remember, I now work for Conway Marine, which is a full service yacht maintenance company. And we have a yard up in Tarpon Springs that we can haul out large vessels. And so this boat needs to go up to Tarpon Springs to get hauled out so we can change Cutless bearings on the prop shafts. There's some other items that we need to take care of as well. But in just a little bit, we're going to disconnect the shore power, get the engine started up, the generator, everything ready to go on the boat, just as we did on that previous video, which we will have a link to below. And then we're gonna get underway, head up the Intracoastal to Tarpon Springs. It'll take a few hours. Hey, Mark. And we'll show you the trip. How about that? I love it.
Oh, you're doing a video?
Yeah, we are.
And I'm in your old slip.
I know, that was the very first slip that I had here. All right, so funny enough, we were just getting started over on Derry J and we ran into our good friend Mark Hubbard. He's got a vessel just a couple slips away. And if you don't know Mark, you're just living under a rock. So he's been a main fixture here in the Johns Pass, Madeira Beach region for a very long time with Hubbard's Marina just a few steps away, which they've got world famous offshore fishing with several of their vessels, and the well-known slogan, and if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy.
And most people know my son Dylan.
That's right.
Now more than I. But I'm here on the hub, and one of my dad's first charter boats started back in 1957. So away we go. Here we are, 2025.
Yeah.
Coming up on 100 years.
It's unbelievable. So what a day. We're off to a good start.
Hi everybody, my name is Hunter and we're about to go on this big boat.
If you'd like to experience this trip through the perspective of Hunter, be sure to check out Hunter's Happenings. A link to the video is below.
So we are on the boat now and there's a pirate ship right in front of us. And we are going to Tarpon Springs, which is it far away?
It's about 3 hours away on the boat.
Okay, so and it's even 3 hours away, just so you know, but we're about to go into
The Welch Causeway.
the Welch Causeway.
Welch Causeway. This is motor vessel Derry J, northbound. I understand you're going to be opening the bridge here at 11:30. I wanted to let you know we are heading into Dragon Beach Road up here shortly. Derry J.
And we're going under the bridge and we're having a good time.
It's about 35 miles from Madeira Beach to Tarpon Springs. You have two routes to choose from, either outside via the Gulf of Mexico or the Intracoastal, which is the way we decided to go today. Of course, it takes a bit longer due to the no-wake zones and bridges, but it's always great for sightseeing. And what 5-year-old doesn't like watching bridges go up and down? Once you're north of Clearwater and Honeymoon Island, the Intracoastal does open up to the beautiful waters of the Gulf as you pass the picturesque Three Rooker Island and Anclote Key. Just stay in the channel and you'll find your way to the entrance of the Anclote River. Tarpon Springs is a short distance upriver, and there can be quite a bit of boat traffic as you pass several marinas and homes dotting the shoreline. Conway Marine is just off your port side as you approach the world-famous Tarpon Springs sponge docks. You can't miss the giant travel lift. After a lovely 5.5-hour trip, we tied up Derry J, Hunter helped switch over to shore power, and we left the boat for the night. The next day, I moved the boat to the Conway Marine haul-out well to hoist Derry J for out-of-water service. The main goal while the boat is on the hard is to change out the Cutless bearings. The main purpose of a Cutless bearing is to support the propeller shaft and prevent it from rubbing directly against the hull. Cutless bearings are typically located in a strut or stern tube, which is a structure that supports the propeller shaft as it passes through the hull. As the propeller shaft rotates, the grooves in the Cutless bearing allow water to flow through, providing lubrication and reducing friction. Over time, the rubber in the bearing wears out, allowing for movement and play in the propeller shaft, which can cause noticeable vibration and noise. You can actually replace the bearings with the shaft in place by removing the propeller and using a strut puller to hydraulically or mechanically pull the bearing through the strut. It's helpful to place the new bearings in a freezer prior to installation. This shrinks the material down, making it much easier to slide into the strut. If you don't, it can take quite some effort to get the bearing back into place. Cutless bearings were originally made out of lignum vitae wood. This was later replaced by rubber, which was found to be more effective in preventing shaft wear, hence leading to the name Cutless bearing. With fresh new Cutless bearings and the props put back on, it was time to get Derry J into the slings and splash back into her natural habitat. For the trip back to Madeira, my father and our good friend Leslie joined us for the cruise. This time, we decided to test out the new equipment by taking the Gulf of Mexico route. Seas were running about 2 feet and storms were popping up right along the shoreline. We had a great time cruising, mostly at about 19 knots, making good time back to the home port. After about 2.5 hours, we made our approach to Johns Pass Inlet, and I may have juiced up the throttles a bit with the incoming tide to blow out the carbon. Shifting sand and aggressive current can sometimes make this a challenging entrance. Fortunately, we had no issues today as we passed through the bridge and settled into the marina safe and sound. If this video inspires you to get out on the water or take the leap to live the boat life, make sure you throw us a like and share with your friends in hopes to inspire others. Stay tuned, we have lots of content coming your way as well as a major announcement that you definitely don't want to miss. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Gonna push the button and goodbye.